See,
Man, y'all got to listen to this.
let's listen to the delusion of why she will never settle.
You know, you really gotta be out of your rabid ASS mind to think that a woman like me, beautiful, 33 years old, nice body, pretty, no children, gets a lot of attention, that I would ever have to settle for a man just to say I have one.
So can the man say the same thing about you? What is he gonna brag about?
Like, let's be fucking for real. It doesn't make any sense for me to do that. At all. At all. Okay? Anytime I go out of my house, to the gym, go get a coffee, go to the gas station, you better believe I'm coming back home with more than 3 numbers.
Shorty, how's that a flex? That's the easiest thing a woman can do, is get her number.
It happens everywhere I go.
I want to stop it right there. All right, because you know, this bitch, man, her mouth needs to be stopped, you know. But before I go any further, I want to give all the praise and the glory and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahak Wadash, which I give me the spirit and the strength to do this lesson. And also want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and that teach well through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Why Shalom, why Barakim to the elect, beginning with 144,000, which are scattered abroad and in every place, redeemed the time and ready to be saved. Shalom. Alright, now, as you can see, this woman right here is over conceited. Alright? Over conceited. And that's one of the reasons why she is going to be, destroyed. Alright? Because, she's over conceited. And that's a false balance. Alright? Yeah, I mean, she opened up saying how she was beautiful, nice body, and stated also pretty. Alright, damn, you already said she was beautiful. Damn, she just thinks she's the best. I mean, yeah, and to be honest, she cool. She alright. She ain't all that dope. Let's just be real here, man. I know women that's prettier. It's women out here prettier than her. I mean, yeah, she got nice looking skin and pearly white teeth and but let's be real, man. There's women out here that are killing her, man. All right, and it's always that type, the ones that just that's really not all that, just and you know what, these men out here, man, these simps out here is the reason why her head is blown up the way it is. All right, these simps out here, these beta males out here are pedestalizing her, man. All right, because just think about it. If the men out here wasn't, giving her the attention, wasn't pedestalizing her, she wouldn't be on the internet, speaking the way she is, man. And you got these women out here. They want to be the man so bad, man. They want to be a man so fucking bad. They want to be masculine, all right? They want to wear the drawers. They want to wear the pants. They got that anything you can do, I can do better spirit, man. All right? And we know that goes back to Esau. That's all Esau's fault, man. The so-called white man. They gave him their license to do that. And really, when we go deeper, it's really how about Shema Shai. Because, as men, we fucked up. All right? So this is, the Lord's way of ignoring. I'm not ignoring. Irking us, man. We irk. This is set up for a judgment to the men of Israel, man. All right, because this type of shit irks the fuck out of me, man. All right, and it's all good though, cause we in a time where this bitch right here is finna be humble, and I'm gonna say she's an example of many other women. All right, cause she ain't the only one that had this state of mind. All right, it's other women, plenty of women out there, innumerable multitude of women out there that think like this, man. All right, and that's real shit. And guess what? All of them is gonna be humble. You women out there that think like this, it's gonna be trodden. Gonna be trodden over. Gonna be fucked over, man. All right, in the times in this time to come. It's finna get hard out here. All right, it's finna get real hard out here. You ain't gonna be able to go out there and get your hair done, get your face done, get your beauty enhancements done. All that, this gonna be over with. All right, and women like this, you gonna wish you wasn't that damn beautiful. All right, how she talking, how pretty and beautiful she is, a nice body she got, and the times to come, and it's time to come, you gonna be wishing that you wasn't that beautiful. All right, because a lot of these women finna be great. All right, and taken advantage of in a unpleasant way, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me get that in Isaiah. All right, this is Isaiah 13th chapter. This is Isaiah the 13th chapter. Verse 14, it says, "And it shall be as the chaste roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up." Or you know what? Let me jump down to 15. It says, "Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." Yeah, like these, especially the black woman. All right, that like the apostle and the elders say, they are the so-called white man's weapon against the so-called black man or the Israelite man. All right, and that's dealing really with all the women of the tribes. That's dealing with the women of all the tribes, but mainly the so-called black woman. All right, they're joined unto the enemy. They're joined unto Esau. All right, so it said, "Every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." That's right. And it says, "Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives shall be ravished." That's right. And a man ain't gonna be able to save you. Your man, your husband ain't gonna be able to save you. Because they either going to be killed. The scriptures going to how your husbands are going to be killed. Put to death out here, man. You're going to be out here left without protection. And the only men on this earth that's going to be able to hedge you is going to be the men of Yahweh Shemal Shai. The men that y'all look down upon. Like her, this bitch here. This bitch right here. You think she finna get with get with one of the prophets? Get with one of the apostles? Hell no. Hell no. You know? But that's all right, cause guess what? If she's in a state, whatever state she's in, I can guarantee you it's a great millstone camp out there. I guarantee you, it's men of the elect that's out there. And guess what? If she come across the men of those men, she gonna get rejected. This bitch here will be rejected. All right. And it's safe, and it's safe to say I fucking hate her spirit, man. All right. And I don't give a damn what nobody think about me, man. And I love women. You know, I love women, but this type of woman, I fucking hate. I put a curse on this bitch. You know, and hope the Lord honors it. And believe that the Lord will honor it, and just do away. Because women like this don't deserve. No, hell no. Women like this, come our way if you want to. When that power is given, come our way if you want to. You gonna get mocked, laughed at, and turned around. All right, you ain't gonna stand a chance. You know why? Cause hey, we don't stand a chance, and not that we want you. Not we don't desire these type of women anyway. I don't give a fuck how good you look. You know? We don't give a fuck about your looks. Cause really your attitude makes you fucking ugly. Alright? But that's okay. But like I said, she ain't gotta bow down now. Because that's the mentality. That's what she's saying. She's not gonna submit. She's not gonna settle. Meaning she ain't gonna bow down. She not gonna settle for a husband, for one man. No. She wanna be out here and be a hoe. Alright? Okay? And you know what the scripture says about what happens to women that are whores, right? Matter of fact, because like the scripture say, thou daughter shall not be what is that? 1 Kings? Salaki. Not 1 Kings, Deuteronomy. Y'all bear with me for a minute. You know what? Let me. Okay, Deuteronomy 23 and 17. Let's get that. Deuteronomy 23 and 17. This is Deuteronomy 23 and 17. It says, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. You see? Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy power for any vow. For even both of these are an abomination unto the Lord thy power. So the scripture said that there shall be no whore of the daughters of Zion, of Israel. It says no Israelite, whether man or woman, may become a temple. Wait a minute. Nah, I don't like how they worded that. Let's see what it says in the BBE. He said, no daughter of Israel is to let herself be used as a loose woman. Right. But anyway, like it says in the KJV, it said, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. All right? And in the kingdom, that's going to, it would not be a such thing. All right? It would not be such thing as a Israelite woman being called a whore. sleeping with that man and this man. All right. But on this side, it is. And you know what the scriptures say about what happened to a harlot? Hey, she back then it was stoned to death. In other words, put to death. All right. So that's why a lot of these women are finna die, man, because the scriptures. So she out here. Hey, so she talking this shit about getting all these numbers, getting all these men. Well, hey, she's testifying against herself. She don't even know it. Let me see something real quick. What? Okay, we got Deuteronomy 22. And that started at 21. It said, "Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her like Salakia." All right. You know what? Let me see. All right, it says, okay. If a man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasion of speech against her and bring up an evil name upon her, which is what? That she slept with other men. That's an evil name. He said, and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid, meaning not a virgin. All right? Meaning that wasn't the first time she slept with a man. All right. You see how how strict it was for a woman to not sleep around. We're gonna watch this. It says, "Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hateth her. And lo, he hath given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity, and they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city." Right? Because back then, whenever a man got a woman, and then she was a virgin, it would be a ceremony, and he would go take his woman in a tent and pop her on a white cloth. And if she was a virgin, she would bleed upon that cloth. All right, and that would be the token. All right, to prove that token is that's what proved that she was a virgin. All right, whenever her husband got a hold of her. All right, and that she didn't sleep with other men. All right, and it said, and the elder of that city shall take that man and chastise him. Yeah, for lying. All right, then it says, and they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon the virgin of Israel. And she shall be his wife. He may not put her away all his days. Right. Now, this is the point right here. But if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones. Now you notice it said the men of her city, not the women, but the men. All right, because even the men was given that responsibility to kill her. So it's gonna be the same thing in these days. Hey, these harlots is gonna be dealt with by men. All right, ain't gonna be women. It's gonna be men that are gonna slay these prideful and whorish women. It says, "And the men of her city shall stone her with stones, that she die." Right? Because she hath wrought folly in Israel, to play the whore in her father's house. Right, you see? So shalt thou put evil away from among you. And that's what's getting ready to happen. All right? You women getting ready to die, man. Because of because you want to play the harlot. And be proud of it too. All right? You see? So going back to this video, yeah, man, you women
Man,
are through.
y'all got
You women are through, and pride for women like this is getting ready to get dealt with. But I want to listen to that again.
to listen to this.
Let's listen to the delusion of why she will never settle.
You know, you really got to be out of your rabbit ASS mind to think that a woman like me, beautiful, 33 years old, nice body, pretty, no children, gets a lot of attention, that I would ever have to settle for a man just to say I have one.
So can the man say the same thing about you? What is he gonna brag about?
Like, let's be fucking for real. It doesn't make any sense for me to do that. At all. At all. Okay? Anytime I go out of my house to the gym, go get a coffee, go to the gas station, you better believe I'm coming back home with more than 3 numbers.
Shorty, how's that a flex? That's the easiest thing a woman can do, is get her number.
It happens everywhere I go. And those men want to take me out. They want to show me a good time.
You see, that's what us men brag about. Getting numbers. So he was right. That shit weak. You bragging about getting more than 3 numbers? This bitch on a very low level.
They want to give me princess treatment. They want to give me what they know I deserve.
Translation, they just want to give you dick.
Okay, and that's a good time. They treat me very well. They buy flowers. They take me to nice restaurants. We have good conversation. Some of them want to plan trips. Like, you think I'm going to give all of that up to settle? Like, the only men who have an issue with that are men who don't have much to offer and want us to settle. And sweetie, that's not happening over here. It would have to make damn good sense for me to be in a relationship with anybody right now.
See, now the cognitive dissonance is strong in this one. You're saying that the men who have a problem with you doing that is the men that have nothing to offer. But the same guys is doing the shit that you want, you don't want them. I wonder why that is. You can't say you never want to settle to just have a man. But then the man that you want is doing the stuff that you want him to do, but you don't want him. Seems to me you do want to settle, and you want to settle just being a hoe.
Yeah, so they fine with that. They proud of it, right? And this is the reason why this place is getting ready to go. All right, the thing that the Lord is going to bring disaster and terror, chaos upon this place because of the pride of these people, beginning with these women. All right, the women are the most prideful people. They're up in there, man. Let me get that real quick and what's that? Second Esdras 8:50. The hell is this? I don't know what this is, man. Okay. You know what? Get out. Second address 8 and 50. And there we go. This is second address 8 and 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell upon that be done to them that in the latter time. What's the latter time? This is the latter time. All right. What we're dwelling in now. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Why? Because they have walked in great pride. There you go. So it's all because of this great pride, man. All right? And the scripture talking about how much the Lord hates that pride. All right? So that's especially these women. You know, so especially the so-called black woman, man. You know? So many great miseries, man, that's coming because of that pride that they hold. All right? You know, they proud of being a whore. You know? But guess what? The Lord is finna humble you women. You prideful women. All right? Hey, the Lord is finna humble you women. All right? What is that? Isaiah. Okay, let me see. What's that? Isaiah. It might be Isaiah chapter 2. Okay, yes, Isaiah chapter 2. Oh, you know what? No. That's not what I want. Isaiah chapter 4. Or is it 3? Okay, yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 3 and 16. It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion, what was the daughters of Zion? You know, this bitch.
Ladies, it's never a flex to say I get niggas. It's better a flex for men to say I get bitches. Because as you can see, it's not easy to get y'all. Especially the pretty ones.
Man, y'all got to listen to this.
Let's listen to the delusion.
So this her. She's one of the daughters of Zion. Alright, and this should have her picture right next to the scripture. Alright? It says, moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, meaning proud, all right, and walk with stretched forth necks. Yeah, like they just all that, you know, like they just perfect. And like I said, this is her. Her picture should be right next to this scripture, man. All right. Once again, it said, moreover, said the Lord. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty. Let's get that word haughty.
Strong's H 1361. Gavath.
What Right? It says to be high, be exalted. All right, and who exalts them? These weak men. They pedestalize them. You know, putting these women on a high level, on a high position. All right. It says to be high, lofty, tall, be exalted. Right. Once again, you know, it said to be lofty, to be haughty, be arranged. So the Lord, you know, and he said, it says proud. You know, that proud. It says because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks. Right. And wanton eyes, walking and menacing as they go, and making tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. That's right. It said, in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments and about their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon. All right, so that, like I said, the beauty enhancements, all these different accessories that they got access to, and all that's they ain't gonna have none of that in the times to come. All right, it says the chains, the bracelets, the mufflers, the bonnets. Oh my God! All right, these bonnets, I get sick of looking at them. All right, it says and the ornaments of the legs, right, and the headbands, and the tablets and the earrings, right? You know what they use to beautify themselves. All right, you know they step out. It said the rings and the nose jewels, right? And I don't know if she had. Well, I mean, she got earrings on, you know. And so yeah, it says nose jewels, yeah, in the changeable suits of apparel, in the mantles, in the wimples, in the crispy pins, the glasses, in the fine linen, and the hoods. What is that talking about? The hoods, these wigs, you know, that they put over their heads. All right, that's these different wigs. You see, they ain't gonna have no acts. They ain't gonna be out here looking through, man. All right, it said the veils. All right, so hey, all that, you know, she talking about how beautiful and pretty she is. Okay, we're gonna see how through the Lord finna overturn and all this shit, man. These women finna be out here looking through. Okay, you know, because that pride is destroying, you know, these women, man. All right, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out. You know, Lord, when it was edifying. Till next time I say shalom.